What's up, great people? I go by the name of Beardedbreaux, Maine. I'm in here with my co-host,
Bearded Bro Chris. What it do?
Episode 3, 10 Toes Down.
We back with another one.
Yes, another episode. Last episode was pretty good. We still growing. We still developing these sets. We still elevating, I would say, right?
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, follow, everything, share, whatever you got to do to support the upcoming podcast that we building from the ground up, and we putting a lot of work into it. I feel like every episode so far we're getting better. Our pre-production meetings are getting better. Our strategizing, our recording, editing, everything. So remember to get some feedback. All feedback is good feedback. No feedback isn't no feedback, right?
No feedback is not warranted. We want all feedback.
Yeah, no matter
feedback, no matter good or bad. We take it. Yeah, we're gonna take all criticism the right way, and we're gonna grow and elevate from that. So we recommend all our followers to comment and give us feedback, which we did have some feedbacks from some followers, so we're gonna talk about that later on. But yeah, man, what's up? How you been?
Hey, I can't complain. Another day above ground. Another exhausting day of being black.
Right.
I made it to another day of film. I made it to another day to elevate. I made it to another day to be heard.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we here for, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, let's go. So, it's been 2 weeks since our last episode, and
I didn't know we was recording this week. You reminded me.
yeah, sometimes we get lost in life with this, these days passing by, so I understand that, and I try to keep up with it, because we're not doing it every week. We're doing it every 2 weeks, so I try to keep up with it, because we miss 1 week, that's like a month, and that's terrible. I ain't trying to have us, I don't want to have our subscribers waiting no month, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I like that every 2 weeks, just until we get a little further and we get more, then we'll probably start getting it where we can do it every week.
I think if my schedule was better than what it is, I give y'all the pot every day.
Hey, listen, I give y'all a pot every week for real, because the stuff me and this dude talk about every week, we be having to remember stuff for 2 weeks now, so, it's not bad, because thankfully this guy take notes about everything we talking about, so appreciate you for that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But most importantly, they have a lot of content out here these days, I'm gonna say right now, and I'm not even gonna talk about funny content, we're gonna talk about injustice content. They have a lot of that going on right now. It seems like every time we try to digest a story, an investigation, is a new one. Last night before last, the dude got gunned down in Wisconsin. And for the record, I'm not going to speak on that story today because I don't know the whole story, but I just know that they have a protest group that hijacked the press conference in Wisconsin on stage to explain what happened, and just know that they ain't let up.
Hey, you telling me something I didn't hear about?
Yeah,
where it happened at? Wisconsin?
Some part of Wisconsin, yeah, but they
was a black guy?
Huh?
A black guy?
Yeah, of course.
He got killed by who?
Police.
Was it a white guy?
Of course.
Jesus Christ. Hey, here we go with this again, y'all. Hey, episode 3, 10 toes down. That's what we standing. We're gonna talk about that one, like he said, at a later date, because we don't know nothing about. Well, he knew that about it. I didn't know nothing. That's crazy, because we just talked about what we was gonna talk about, and he didn't bring it up. So I'm glad you did say that though, because at the end of the day, man, it's about to be crazy out there again, man. It's too much happening, and I don't know.
Hashtag being black is exhausting. Hashtag when will they leave us alone? Hashtag we tired. Hashtag the justice system should be for everybody. It should be equal, not for you, based off of your tax bracket, your color of your skin, who you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, not to cut you off, bro. It's not even based off the tax bracket, because look at P. Diddy.
Anyway,
think about it. I'm just saying, we don't have listen, I heard one of these dudes talking on a podcast, right? I can't remember who it was. No disrespect to who it was. I don't remember who it was. It was a dude jail, right? He was in the feds. You know what the man said that made me think about something, bro? You know, a lot of people say you can buy your way out of the justice system. That's not always true. This man said what humbled him was he saw $1.5 billion having to sweep my floors in prison.
Yeah,
that humbled him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we talk about that.
I'm like, that's crazy because at the end of the day, it don't matter if you're a billionaire. Your money always can't buy you out of legal situations. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that still don't take from the fact that the justice system ain't for us.
Of course it's not.
But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I mean, I can't just see it as like, you know, all against us. It's against everybody. To be honest with you, the shit not fair to everybody, but then it's just we have it the worst though.
It's never going to be fair. That's to start there, and then
that's
also,
what it's supposed to be though.
No matter who the president is, it's going to always not favor people of color. But anyway,
that's crazy because we did have a person of color in the office and it didn't favor. So you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. Not to go down that.
Not to go down that road.
We have some great information that we're gonna jab on today. But on the side note, I got the curtains together. You know, they look better. I know people say we should have did a little steam job on them.
That's all right though.
And I ain't the best ironer. I'm not best at ironing all the time. But
I do the work in the laundry match. You know what I'm saying?
So it is.
But don't worry, y'all. We're gonna have our drop up there soon, so y'all will see our curtains.
Yeah, our official set is pending. I think episode 4 we launched.
For sure.
With everything.
No, that's for sure.
Another side note, I'm driving in a car, minding my business, right? I'm at a red light. For whatever reason, a car stops in front of me right before the light turned green. Like, it was like real quick. They whatever they was doing, they decided to do it the last minute because he hopped out quick as fuck and he circled around the car. And I think the person who was in the driver's seat jumped in from the passenger side because I never see them get out. But anyway, dude gets out the passenger seat and he has a bonnet on his head.
Bro.
he has a full blown, like, you know, he got some sweats on, a graphic, gets out the car with a bonnet and the poofy bonnet at that. That bitch was big, like somebody was blowing air in it from the back, had a little nozzle to put air in it to make it poofy. My question is, like, when we normalize that?
So I don't think it's normalized. Let me say this like this though, right? So I work with a cat who wear a bonnet every day, right? And I guess it's a new generation. He's young. He's like 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? He wear a bonnet. So you know, he even when the management told him about it, boy told him, well, the females wear bonnets. Why can't you wear my bonnet? See that right there? You lost me. See how they gave y'all a pass if y'all just said, well, it's hard to find the dread caps. You got the dread caps that don't look like a bonnet, like a cap with the back hanging. All right, cool. Why you boys wearing bonnets though, bro? I'm a little bothered by that. You know, I guess they feel like if niggas out here wearing purses, why they can wear bonnets though?
Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm not into.
I'm just saying. I don't want neither one of them, but I'm just saying. I guess that's how you look at it though.
Right.
What's the difference between a person and a bonnet?
I'm not into all that because at the end of the day, not knocking any brother that wear a crossbody because at the end of the day, some of them are
No.
Right?
I ain't talking about crossbody. I'm talking about purses.
Oh, like real purses.
Yeah, niggas don't wear purses.
Oh, yeah, see. Anyways, speaking of work time.
Somebody niggas that wear fanny packs.
Speaking of work time, you said dude that work with you. A lady in California just was awarded $15.4 million from her supervisor calling her an entitled nigger. I don't know about you, but
how much she won?
How
much she won?
$15.4 million.
Is she gonna really get that 15?
Well, her lawyers probably gonna get it. They probably gonna.
They'll get that 33%.
They gonna rob a blind.
They'll get a 33%.
I don't think it's 33% no more. I think lawyers. I think that shit went up.
No. Listen, it's what I'm signing for. I'm not gonna sign with you if I gotta get more than 33%.
You know what I'm saying? I think across the whole globe because
Well, listen, I could negotiate that price though.
I mean, I don't know.
You either get what I'm giving you, you get none of it.
Hey, that's true.
That's what people fail to realize. They have 1 million lawyers out here. Every lawyer ain't gonna say, well, I'm gonna pass up that whatever for that. No, I'm gonna take that. That's millions.
I think they all adapted to that price because I had a personal injury lawyer a while back, and he said, "Oh, FYI, the percentage went up from 33 to 36." And I don't know if that's
still not bad though.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about, I'm thinking it's like 50. Like you.
I don't know for this standpoint. I don't know how much the lawyers charge in California. California's high as fuck. Everything in California.
You're right. You know what? You're right.
But all I'm saying is, I don't know about you, but see, this don't apply to me because I don't have any white supervisors, or shall I say, unseasoned supervisors. Hey,
I do.
Hey, they can call me a entitled nigga. Because first I'm gonna say, yeah, I am entitled, motherfucker. And guess what? I'm about to entitle my black ass to the bank.
By the time I'm entitled to my 40 acres of mule right now.
Hey,
you me? You know they had a girl, they had a black lady in Texas, in Houston, that sued my employer for $300 million for targeting.
I think I seen that. They was following her picking it up.
Yeah, they made her take drug tests, everything because she reported something that happened at the workplace and they started targeting her and she wanted $300 million.
She was a black chick with dreads.
I never seen her. I don't remember seeing her, but I just know she was in Texas, in Houston.
Yeah.
$300 million.
I think my dad sent me something about that. This recently, not too recent.
This was a couple years ago.
A couple years ago, okay.
Yeah, recently. I mean,
but you're not stories.
It's been since I've been working up.
But you know how stories circulate like it's brand new, and sometimes you gotta look at
it. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
It's
circulating while I've been working up. You know, I don't know, bro. They got a dude in my job right now. I feel like he got a case of targeting. I do.
Yeah.
But I think he's scared to do it though. Cause they really like trying to drive him about that thing with the work, the things they're doing. Like I don't like it, but you know at the same time it ain't my business. But yo, you gotta handle your business as a man. You know what I'm saying? If you let them do it to you, and we talked about it, then you know you're aware of it. So handle your business.
How to tell anybody these days? Of course, we're not lawyers, right? Because if we was lawyers, we'll know off the bat if we have a case or not. And a lot of people don't educate themselves on law, and that's no shame in that person because at the end of the day, some people only read things when it applies to them.
Nah,
so
for real.
At the end of the day, if you don't work in a setting where you need to know the law every day, you're not going to read the law. You're not going to understand it. What I'm getting at is, for anybody out there that's dealing with any kind of injustices, anything where they feel like they're being discriminated against, like, go to a lawyer. It's a free consultation to tell a lawyer your story. They're going to definitely tell you if you have a case or not. And I can assure you that...
If you have a case, they definitely want to take it.
I can assure you that if you don't have a case and they know they're not going to get no bread off you, they are not going to pick up the case. All these lawyers that's picking up these cases out here, whether it's Nolan Wells, what's the girl in Mississippi with the baby that got killed in the Walmart parking lot. All these lawyers are picking up these cases. They know they have a case.
A lot of them doing the pro bono too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Because you know, at the end of the day, a lot of cases don't win judgments and settlements either. They win recognition for you to get more money the next case you about to try. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of lawyers might do that way because that brings more money in the long run. I'm gonna take this one case right now, pro bono, but me winning this case gonna snowball into something better. You know?
I don't know.
So. I mean, what you just said though about not knowing the law though, it's interesting you say that, right? So I watched this case on YouTube one day where the dude got pulled over by the police in his neighborhood. His license was suspended, right? But he kept going and he stopped at the stop sign and kept going to make the right turn to go to his house because his house was like a half a block away, right? Yeah. So the police officer who pulled him over said he pulled him over because they had just had a stolen car in the neighborhood, kids jumped out and ran, and he come flying to the stop sign and then turned. Well, on your camera, it shows him cruising to the stop sign, stopping, and then turning. And you just ran up and pulled him over, right? He represented himself in court, though. The dude represented himself in court. He had to do some stuff with his license or whatever, his license was suspended or whatever. The judge told him, no, these exact words, bro. Who taught you this? Because you know more about the law than a lot of police officers that come in my court, and they're supposed to know the law. He said, it's crazy, you know the law more than a lot of police officers that step foot in this courtroom, and they're supposed to know the law.
I can believe it.
But we have these people out here policing us though.
But at the end of the day, we're in a society where police departments all around the world are facing major number deficits, right? Where they don't have enough patrolmen, so they hire anybody that can get through the process. But are they properly training these people? No, they're not. And at the end of the day, also, you could tell, like all these videos that go viral every day. Like I'm not even trying to exaggerate right now. It's like seems like every time I open my phone and go on social media, there's some fucking viral video where a police officer harassing somebody or traffic stop going bad or whatever it may be, right? But if you actually watch these videos, some of them be long as fuck. If you watch it, you can easily pick up sometimes when you can tell when a police officer is telling. And I'm gonna speak for my people, right? Because I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably saying this on the record that our people experience on traffic stops is totally different from other people of other races.
Definitely 100%.
So at the end of the day, I think a lot of these officers start off where they think they can tell our people anything, and they think they think a lot of our people are uneducated. They think we don't know how to read. They think we don't understand what we're reading. So at the end of the day, they're gonna tell you some bullshit. Then they're gonna see if you jump on it, right?
See, the number one problem, we was talking about this the other day. It might have been yesterday we was talking about this. The number one problem our people have when it comes to police stops, bro, is that mouth.
Yeah.
That mouth. Listen, brother, you don't have to say nothing.
You don't.
You have to say nothing. Just obey the commands and say nothing.
You don't have to.
That's for license, registration, insurance. Exactly. Give them that and say nothing. Where you coming from? You know how fast you're going?
Exactly.
Once you say all of that, and you start talking and trip up, and now you go to court, and you're going to lose it. Like, listen, most times you're going to lose it, bro.
And you can give all those 3 documents without saying a word.
That's why I said,
even if they say,
matter of fact, see, most of y'all don't even realize when you're driving the car, have them already prepared just in case.
Yeah, well,
registration and insurance.
That's a law.
No, I'm talking about having when you don't even have to go in your glove compartment. That's what people don't even realize.
But they had this black dude. He went viral during COVID. He made something where when if you see you getting stopped by the police, all you gotta do is just put it in the window, and you don't have to raise the window down. You can have everything.
You definitely have to talk. You know, police get aggravated when you do that to them.
A docu pocket or something, like that.
But you know they get aggravated when you do that to them, but they really can't do that. As long as the stuff is visible to them, they can't do nothing.
Yeah.
They really can't. But see, a lot of us don't know that. So what a lot of us like to do is challenge stuff. See, we as the colored people, black people, whatever you want to label us as, whatever we want to label ourselves as, we have a problem with our mouths. If we can learn to be quiet, man, look, life will go smoothly for all of us, for real. Like, once you talk yourself into the situation, it's hard to get back about that situation, bro. Just be quiet when they pull you over. Give them the documents, go. And if you ain't got them, then you shouldn't be driving, just to be honest with you. All y'all come out and say, well, I got to take care of business. Baby, they got a lot of ways to take care of business besides riding illegal, baby. The business ain't that serious if you got to ride illegal, and if it is, then, I mean, you get pulled over, shut the hell up still.
Don't have roadside court. But look, on another note,
that's real shit.
On another note, so I watched Juvie and Man Fresh podcast, and I think they did a lot of little backlash on the comment where Rob49 asked him about what can he do more to,
Rob49, what can you do more to help the younger kids?
That want to be artists.
That want to be upcoming artists, right? What can you do to help the upcoming artists in the city? And Juvie told him,
man,
go get a job, go get a trade. Like,
we need more trades out here. We need more career regular people. But my whole thing is though, what the situation is, I feel them on that 100%. But at the end of the day, why be a dream killer when you had a dream? Just because we need more doctors, more lawyers, more police, more firefighters, more plumbers, more fucking more what they call it, lawn care people, fucking landscapers, all that shit, right? At the end of the day, just because we need that, don't mean that we have to want to be that. Just like for me, for example, I've been working since I was 15 years old, and that started with like job 1, right? Summer jobs. Like when I first can earn a check working. 15 years old, I was working a job 1. Mama was faithfully bringing down in the summer, give me a job, give me some bread in my pocket, right? Well, kudos to that. But at the end of the day, I'm at a point in my life where I want to be a freelancer. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to explore things, right? So at the end of the day, who is Juvie to be a dream killer? At the end of the day, where he's from, he know everybody want to be a rapper, right? And I understand, like he said, he also said that in the pod that everybody can't be a rapper. Everybody won't be a rapper. Everybody can't rap. And I agree with that, again. But
Look, I feel like the person you're talking to can't rap. But listen, no shade to nobody, no respect to Rob and everybody else. But listen, you know, Juvie, I told you, Juvie probably feeling it because Juvie had a job when he got signed to Cash Money, right? Mm-hmm. So if he never got signed to Cash Money, he still had another way to go. My thing is, Juvie, the answer you had was perfect, but just wasn't for that question, bro.
Yeah.
If you could, if Rob would asked you, hey, which thing I could do to help the community coming up, you know, in New Orleans right now, young black males. Hey, bro, push them to get a trade, get a job, push them this way, that way. That's understandable. That man asked you about upcoming artists, Juvie.
Or a better way to word it, if you find out rapping is not for you, because at the end of the day, nothing's wrong with experiencing something, and when you find out that it's not for you, if you don't react on it and move accordingly, that's on you if you wasted 20 years of your life trying to pursue something that you're not going to break in, right? Instead of saying what he said, he could have said, well, if you ever find out rapping or singing or whatever your craft isn't for you, even owning a clothing line. Because people think owning a clothing line is so easy, just throwing a logo on the shirt and saying, here, this 35, brother, what size you want? No, it's more to that shit than that. You know what I'm saying?
They actually design it. You gotta actually design the clothing too.
Even a podcast, for example, like what we
Bro,
doing?
Listen.
What we doing? We still work,
it's
right?
not easy.
We still work.
Yeah, regular jobs, and we still gotta do this.
We still go to
every
work.
2 weeks. Listen, we want to give y'all more content, right? So, I give y'all a little insight on the future, and not to trade, you know, from what we talking about, but hey, we gonna give y'all more content outside the podcast too, eventually on the page too. So be looking forward to that. So, you know, that's coming along with what the podcast is about, right? So, Jay talking about behind the scenes, you know, about going to concerts and stuff and filming and getting content, about going out to different festivals and stuff, getting content. So, you know, we got a lot of the things we're going to put into our page too, not just podcasting. Also, we definitely got some guests, we definitely got some interviews and stuff too. So be on the lookout for everything that's coming from us. But man, back to Juvie, bro.
Let me say this though. Let me finish on my part. What I said. So instead of saying what he said, he could have been basically saying, when you figure out that that's not for you, don't sweat it. Don't be a hater to nobody else that made it. Just figure out what's next for you. Go get your trade. Go figure out there are other things in life you can do instead of just rapping. Because some people like I said, I know dudes that have been rapping for years, and
yeah, but you know at the same time, Rob can't rap, but Rob got a deal.
Yeah, he can't rap.
He got a deal. So listen, we can't never say it's not for you. What we can say is, you just make that song that's gonna take you there.
I'm gonna say
everybody got that song that took them there, bro.
Yeah, facts.
But everybody, but not everybody. Let me rephrase that.
Most people.
A lot of people, well, everybody who made it had that song that took them there.
Of course.
The ones who didn't make it, they just didn't get that song that took them there. It's like basketball. It's like football. You know how many basketball players they have in the world that didn't make it to the NBA?
I know. I went to school a lot.
You see what I'm saying? You know how many football players they have in the world that didn't make it to the NBA? But you know, a football team is 53-man roster plus a fucking practice squad. You don't make it that?
Varsity.
That's a lot, bro.
Playing ball. I went to school with a lot of dudes. Played varsity in middle school, and they regular people now, and nothing's wrong with that at the end of the day, because just because you was that star on that level of that sport doesn't mean you're going to be that star on the next level. Even like I said, we had this conversation before. Well, the people that get signed, right? They good as fucking college, right? Or they number one, they're in the top 10 in college. They get in NFL and they get a reality check. Like, oh, this is a different level. This is a different level of weight class. This is a different level of skill. This is a different level of playbook studying. All that shit. Film watching. All that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I mean, I knew what Juvie meant, but his delivery was bad. Like you said, I think Rob is. I'm gonna say he's not a talented dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He's from the city. He made it. You know, he touched the $1 million bracket. His brand is growing, and he also.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hate the Rob. Yeah. I just don't feel like he's a top MC. Yeah, like he's not a lyricist or nothing. He just had that song that took him there. He had the one hit that got him there. No hate to him because everybody can't make that hit, but they got great rappers out here though.
Yeah, Frankie and I'm gonna say that Frankie from listening to a couple of his tapes, Frankie made some good hits for him. And I think his engineer. I think a lot of his hits pop because of the engineering. Because it's the sound and it's catchy. He make that fucking what they call it now. What they call that type of rap now, where people, I forgot what the word they use. It was I heard on another podcast. They say something about the rap industry is different now. It's a certain genre of rap they are make the sound they're making now for rappers to rap off, like the beats they're using.
Oh, that's what you're saying. I forgot what they call it. Yeah, you're right.
But but at the end of the day, teach his own. But
people like what they like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't hate on Rob. I'm just not a Rob fan like that. I fuck with Rob on the strength of the city. You know what I'm saying? So. Because of the city, I'm rocking with Rob, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, like, I don't give a damn what it is. It's New Orleans, we rocking with New Orleans regardless. Yeah, I went to 3-5 for my freshman year, so I'm rocking with them too. Shout out to the Kennedy Cougars. K-Day coming up September, the biggest. We did it first. We did it every year. Before all this stuff started, it was K-Day. Let that be known. Yes, it was K-Day.
Leaving off from that Rob topic, it's something else he said earlier. He was like, well, his entourage dude was, he said he had to stop sending the music because he said the whole project had his tape before he even dropped. So he said now, it looks weird in the videos because they actually don't know the songs versus before. He said they'd be in the video like rapping harder than him. He said they're very deliberate. He said, man, I stop sending the song because the whole album bill got my track before he even dropped. I said, man, that's crazy. Right? The many artists is in the entourage. You gotta love those, right?
No, for real. You gotta know. But another thing too, they keep talking about like, they got a lot of rappers, But at the end of the day, let's say they got 100 dudes trying to rap and bring it to the rap industry in New Orleans, right? That ain't the whole New Orleans. 100 people ain't the whole New Orleans.
Exactly. 300,000 plus people in New Orleans.
You know what I'm saying? If 100 of them trying to rap, then what's the problem with that? Don't mean all of them will get on, but at least if 10, 15 get on, that's a good number.
I say this though, a lot of unpopular rappers have like flow. I ran across a lot of dudes that rap on Instagram and from the city, and they sound better than the people that's on the mainstream.
Nah, that's very true. That's very true. But the problem is though, they just didn't get that one hit though, bro.
Also,
it gotta be that one, and it gotta be the push behind it too though.
Pride is a factor too. I feel like pride is I'm gonna be real. Like I say, I always say it, right? I own it to my accountability at times that my actions.
Accountability is key.
Yeah, exactly. I have pride at times, so I can't knock a brother that's having pride when he may not want to ask Frankie for a beat. He may ask an upcoming engineer that's trying to get out like him, right? We both trying to get this together, but in reality, sometimes you may need that mainstream engineer to get you there. Instead of trying to go with the underdog that's trying to get out there like you, we in this together, bro. You trying to make it in the beats, I'm trying to make it on rap, and when in reality, that beat from Frankie might get you.
Production, you right.
But pride.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't think right no man.
I'm asking the homie Mina about that when I see him.
Yeah.
I'm asking, who's in the industry. I'm asking him how you feel about that. About the whole situation of coming artists in. About what you really think, like, what you think holding them back. Because what you think holding a lot of New Orleans dudes back? Do you think the talent? Do you think it's a push? What you think it is?
I think Mina.
From his perspective, by him being in the industry this long, I want to know if he look at the landscape of New Orleans music right now, the young rappers coming up, right? What's holding them back? Their talent or the push behind them?
I think it's both.
Now I want to know his perspective.
Yeah, I think, but actually he should chop in on that on his pod because they be having some good conversations about. Actually, Gas was talking this week about. He said a lot of people don't put the work in. He said people want to say they a rapper, they a singer, they this and that, and they don't want to invest into their brand. They want to just say, I'm a rapper, support me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes. They don't want to market, they don't want to grind, they don't want to network and and you don't just be a rapper. Networking in any industry gets you into situations and relationshps that not networking won't ever get you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, to each his own. Some people feel like they don't want to be labeled as a dick rider or whatever they may want to see.
Hey, this segment right here,
Big E.
I'm going to go ahead and fill my drink up.
Yeah, I got it. But say, moving on to other
What's
shit.
the next topic though? Because you edit all this out anyway.
Yeah, so
What's the next topic on that?
what?
Then we got to come up. So I can know for when I come out this break. Will you edit this out?
I'm gonna edit this out. We going right into it.
Now you gonna edit this out?
You got to put the James file back in your Whole Foods bag. We rolling. It's wrong. Put your apple juice in that cup. He's a mixer, by the way. He's a mixer. Hey, everybody ain't got that skin like me. You hear me? Drink that shit straight. I did mix this. I did mix this James with you earlier.
Bro, we not gonna do that. Don't tell me
I did.
But look, shout out to the followers, though, the subscribers. We back.
You seen the autopsy interview with Ben Crump? Man, people say, man, this dude can't read. I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to Ty about that the other night, and I was like, we actually was talking about that, but she's really engaged in it, because at the end of the day, I think everybody's fed up with this shit, right? Everybody is. I think my niece that's about to go to pre-K, I think she could say uncle, bad people. Like, it's obvious that something happened to them, right? Mm-hmm. It's obvious, right? How do you send a body to another examiner, which is normal for people to get a lot of people.
Second autopsy.
A lot of people get a second autopsy, but let me say this. A lot of things happen behind the scenes that we don't know about. Every story don't make mainstream news.
Right.
So a lot of this is normal. Like the guy that spoke on Nancy Grace's show the other day, he said he has performed over thousands of second opinion autopsies for different people, right? Mm-hmm. How do you send a body with missing parts? Just like you had to examine that full body, the next examiner had to do the same thing.
So you asked the question, how do you send a body with a missing part? I tell you how you send a body with a missing part.
They did it.
You're a corrupt motherfucker. You do whatever you gotta do to hide what you gotta hide.
Say, bro, I'm gonna say this. I think they getting so much. Bro. I want to say shout out to our people, because what our people we've been blasting this, bro. They've been talking about this shit since it started. They haven't stopped. A lot of YouTube pages, Facebook pages, they've been talking about this shit literally every day, right?
Now, you saying it, not to cut you off, bro, but you saying that, you know what you just did? You made me happy. Because remember we just had a conversation earlier this week when we talked about how our people get on the subject and then a couple days later it's gone.
Yeah, but I'm getting
I like it.
I'm getting
okay.
But the thing is though,
yeah,
we own it, but what frustrates me with these situations, our people tend to fall back after they sit back, and I'm talking about the other folks, right? The enemies. They sit back and they soak up everything we saying, all the pressure they getting put at them, right? And then they come out with these theatrical responses, right? All of a sudden, all these kids are lawyering up and talking to certain platforms, right? Mm-hmm. They talking to certain platforms about what happened on the night of the incident, but you can't talk to the fucking parents behind the scenes that asked you from day one what happened to their son. But all of a sudden, y'all speaking out now because the pressure getting bigger and bigger, right? The pressure is getting so intensive that it's getting so much pressure put on them to the point where they don't know what to do, right?
Right.
So what I'm getting at is they're gonna have to charge these kids.
Eventually, something gotta happen.
But just because they charge them, don't mean they gonna get the book thrown at them like a black brother gonna get the book thrown at them. But they're doing the same crime.
Here's the thing, though. I don't wish death on nobody, right? Unless it was Chris that got killed, then little Chris, shout out to you, Chris. If something happened to you, bro, then yeah, it is what it is. I wish death on whoever hurt harm my son.
Yeah, Chloe.
I would not down. No, what I mean, I'm talking about this black boy situation. I have a black son.
But look, that's like normalized that it's only Capitol sons. Because they Capitol daughters.
No, I'm not even normalized. I'm just speaking on referring to this situation with my son.
It's popular though.
No, but no, even that, I'm just referring to this particular situation with Nolan. Because I have a black son, right? Okay. So I'm bringing it up. Hold up, let me put this disclaimer here too. I want y'all to understand one thing. We not a race-baiting, racial, a racist, how do you want to describe it, podcast, right? We just speak on the truth, right? So at the end of the day, We want all races to love our podcast, but if you have a problem with what we say, I apologize, but this ain't for you then.
In advance.
You know what I'm saying?
I apologize.
No disrespect, but it ain't for you. If you have a problem with saying, it ain't for you. But we not here to tell you, leave. What we tell you is, we speaking from our perspective because we're black men. And we have to. It's a must we do that for our community, speak for our community. So at the end of the day, I was saying, if it happened to Kristen, I wish death on him dead at service. It just is what it is, right? But we have to get into this situation to where we handle this shit as one and not be divided. Because a lot of times, we come together and then we divide.
Yep. And in the midst of that too, despite all that stuff going on, all this injustice going on, right?
Yeah.
We still killing each other. We still intentionally killing each other. We still intentionally fighting each other. We still intentionally dragging each other down. We not supporting one another, right? What I always say, and you can amen to this, those people support their people, no matter what.
But you know, what you saying that, I respect that about the black on black crime. However, you know, white on white crime is bigger than white on black crime. That black on white crime?
Yeah, but...
Black on black crime bigger than white on black crime. And like, all races have the highest crime rate against their own race, right? However, I always hear us say, you know, we need to stop black on black crime. We really do. Because we're not the majority, we're the minority, and we're killing each other.
But why give them...
That's what I'm saying. We need to stop because we're giving them reason to kill us because we're killing ourselves.
Exactly. So just like the nigga, just like the N-word, right? They favor line. They say it. They say it every day. So why can't we say it? When in reality, we know why they are saying it, but they're gonna. But one thing pisses me off with those people. They have a unheard of form of delusion to where they want you to believe they shitty ass narratives of everything when in reality we know what it is. Just like Donald Trump. Yeah, you have to say he's a racist, right? You got big balls, right? You talk shit all day on the news, on these press conferences, like the shit you say about LeBron. But I'm gonna get to that later when we get to that part. But you know what I'm saying? You have all this, these big balls. Yeah. You have these big balls to say whatever you want to say. Just go ahead and say you're a racist. But it's one thing these dictators say in these other countries, they're dictators, right? Putin stand on who he is. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Kim Jong-un.
He stand on who he is.
But you know why?
Hitler stood on who he was.
You know why? Because he can't get away with it. He got to play the game he playing, but you got to understand.
He trying to make history in all these other categories.
But you got to understand, he playing the game he's supposed to play the right way. Yeah. We the ones that's not doing what we're supposed to do. So like,
Stimmy Trump, huh?
Yeah, let's get off that. Like, you know, because it's gonna aggravate me. Like, for
okay.
That shit started getting aggravating.
Last note on the note and stuff. My message to our people, right? And I'm looking at the camera. Yeah, I'm closed on this one.
Okay.
My message to our people is I'm looking directly at the camera. I'm looking at you. Whoever behind this camera that's watching this, whether you're a subscriber or you're not, whether you watched our podcast and didn't subscribe, hey, I appreciate you from tuning in, right? But when are we going to stop allowing them to play with us? And that's all I'm going to say. But speaking of racial inequalities and all that racist bullshit, right? ESPN, you're on the clock.
So, all right, when I looked over the notes we was going to talk about and everything, right? And
I put everybody name. You saw everybody.
Yeah, so look, when I saw that, that's what I was about to tell you. So, bringing into that segment, right? So, this is what I want to say about that. I looked up all the names and all of them not black, so that can't be racist.
Yeah, but let me say this.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
I'm listening.
So, did you watch the Pivot episode with Brian Clark?
The emotional talking?
Yeah. Did you watch the whole episode?
I didn't watch the whole episode, but I watched the clip I saw on Instagram.
So look, tomorrow, watch the whole episode, and then we're gonna jab on this off the camera,
right.
Because I'm gonna say this. I was like, okay, well, because I seen other people's names on it. I said, okay, well, he's not white. I mean, he's not black. He's white. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched that shit in the morning, right? But I'm gonna say this. Listen to Ryan Clark's story and he tell his journey from being. I didn't even know he did that shit for 11 years.
Yeah.
So, listening to his journey from day one, you need to watch it because it's hard to,
I heard him still on an IG post something about who they wanted me to be.
Yeah.
And that's what bothered me.
And a certain
why the fuck?
A certain executive.
That's why I don't like talking about this shit.
I know.
Because then I start talking like, yo, you doing too much talking about who they wanted you to be. Bitch, be who the fuck you are. I talk to my son like that, like, son, don't be who these people want you to be. Be who the hell you want to be. Because at the end of the day, when you die, you gotta die 10 toes down on who you was, not who somebody else was. I'm glad this episode is called 10 Toes Down. Every black man out there, you better stand 10 toes down when they come to life, dude. For real, for real.
But
10 toes, bro.
Speaking on that though, I hope people understand. Like, I hope people get I hope they're catching the concept of our titles, right? Yeah. Our titles, because the first episode, the foundation, who we are, how we started, what's behind this, right? We building something, right? We're still building. Every episode is another layer.
Right.
We're on layer 3, right? We're building a skyscraper. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all gotta come to the top with us, baby. It's only up from here. So we at ground level right now.
Yeah, fast.
This episode 3. It's ground level. Yeah. You gotta look at other podcasts like Gilly and them. Bro, you know how many episodes they in?
Yeah.
Like Joe Budden. 900 bucks. Bro, that's they do more than one a week though.
Yeah.
Like,
but I'm gonna say this though. Like you just said, you gotta come with us to the top, because at the end of the day, I for sure know that one day we'll be at the top. We'll be at the top level, and we'll be saying, we'll say, look how we started, right? From day one. We already in episode 3, and we already discussing on getting a new camera. So that is to show you that we're not just getting in front of the camera and Joseph and just saying, oh, fuck with us, you know, y'all know me from the club, y'all know me from outside, fuck with me. No, we are actually putting our hard-earned effort into this shit, and we investing into this platform because this is going to be something bigger than us. I want to leave this to my fucking future kid.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, when the show take off, y'all, because it's gonna take off. Like, listen, if you don't believe you won't achieve, that's been taught since we was this high, right? So why y'all don't listen? Like, listen, you don't believe you don't achieve. That's what we doing right here, right? So this is what I want y'all to realize. We going to the top regardless. You guys gonna be there for the ride. This is the beginning. We love all our subscribers we got now. There's not that many, but look, y'all here with the journey. We gonna go up from here. This room we in right now is temporary. Everything's temporary.
On a side note, we got more views than subscribers, and at the end of the day, like we stated earlier, we have to support our people, because those people that we calling our enemies, they support their people. Go to any unblack business, right? And you're gonna see. Just look at the atmosphere of their business. Their people are there. Their people are there supporting their businesses. At the end of the day, it's not a crime to hit the subscribe button. You watch you came all the way on my platform, right? Something drove you to the link, right? Click the subscribe button.
That's all you gotta do. Hit the subscribe button. Listen, even if you hit the bell notification, get all our notifications when the episode drop, I'm okay. Hit the subscribe button, bro. You're not gonna be disappointed, I promise you. You know, like you just said, they support their people, right? Bro, I've seen channels where motherfuckers is cutting grass and don't say no words. They have millions of subscribers, bro. They're cutting fucking grass. Yeah. We're talking about real life situations where you can chime in with us and talk about it with us and have a good time.
Remember the dude that don't say no words, and he's like content.
What the African dude, bro?
He don't say any words.
Dude that say the word on one video and the boy got the most subscribers ever. How?
I don't know how he sound. How his voice sound.
How does that make sense? But yet, you have 2 live people talking to you, coming at you with good topics. Even if y'all want more even if y'all want more topics,
I ain't sitting in front of the camera. I ain't sitting in front of the camera in my fucking PJs or my fucking tidy whities or whatever. I'm putting on.
What are we doing here?
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a beard, because that's what it's about.
And we get our beard lined up every episode.
We shout out to Jasper. Jasper squeezed me in this morning. And at the end of the day, Jasper didn't have no appointments after 8 o'clock tonight. And this Saturday, by the way, we filming this on Saturday.
We filming this on Saturday, yeah.
Jasper didn't have no appointments after 8 o'clock. Nowhere in the world I would have been able to be on this fucking podcast today with a fresh lineup like I have. You know what I'm saying?
The boy had no openness till 8 o'clock. I text my bro yesterday and say, yo, I need a beer liner for tomorrow. He liked the message and called me at 8:26 this morning and said, be here for 9:30. My brother, shout out to you. I was there for 9:30 and I got my beer lined up. Be fresh. Hey, another thing, we gonna have some sponsors eventually. Bearded Bros gotta get a bearded balm, a bearded oil, some kind of bearded something sponsor for the brothers, okay? Shout out to this guy in the comments, the White Walrus, you know. He came up in the comments and was talking about what more he would like to see on a podcast. It doesn't matter. He's still tuning into us regardless. Shout out to you. I don't know who you are. I would like for you to tell me who you are, because I would like to know who my subscribers are. If you know me personally, please let me know that you, so I can holler at you. You know what I'm saying?
So we know who you is for real.
Like White Walrus. Go on Instagram, Bearded Bros Podcast. Spell the same exact way it is on YouTube. Look it up on Instagram. Send us a DM. Let us know that's you. We respect. We salute. Look, you want to talk about TV shows and movies too? We'll do that too. You know, I watch Raising Canaan right now. My dog got to catch up on it. That's what I'm stuck on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you want to lend me your Stars account, comment.
I got you on that. I told you I got you on that. Don't worry about that. I got a Stars account. My brother got that. Don't worry about that. We don't need y'all for that. Subscriptions is my thing.
Not getting into.
I got YouTube Premium. I don't watch ads either. I don't like them.
Not getting into. Shout out to y'all. Side stories. You know, sometimes when relationships end, the subscription ends too. And that's okay. Shots fired. That's okay. But look, shots fired. You know who you are too. Hey, it was comfortable while it lasted. Everything was good. I stayed updated on all.
You know who you are.
All the episodes.
You know who you are too.
So, but I'm cheap too, though. You know, I can buy my own subscription. But I mean, if somebody's offering me their subscription password, why?
Hey, listen, the boy ain't got no subscription. That's all I'm gonna say. So listen, hey, so you know, in the latest,
don't tell me you're a 76ers fan. That was what you tell me.
Oh, what?
76ers fan.
76ers fan?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Say, listen, Pie. In case y'all find out, the shoes always say 2-3, okay? It's a reason why. It's not because I like the shoes only, it's because I like the player too. My favorite player is Michael Jordan. The second favorite is Kobe. After that, it doesn't even matter who's behind that. Like, I don't have a top 3. It's
Black Mamba. Shout out to Black Mamba. One of the greatest.
Rest in peace. Exactly. The Black Mamba. Like, listen, it's only 2. Jordan and Kobe for me. Everybody else, they have fun with that. I don't care about that. But back to King James, that's what they call him, right? What he signed? 2 years, $8 million with Philly.
He definitely took a pay cut.
Shout out to the 76ers. Shout out, you know, y'all might get y'all first one since the 80s before I was born, you know. I was born in 85, y'all think y'all left for 83, 84, something like that.
It's definitely a championship, bro.
Yeah, but look, why it took you so long to get this next one, bro? You've been in the league 23 years now.
I also read before you got here earlier, somebody was saying that rumor is he's supposed to be staying in New York. He gonna chopper over to Philly for the games of practice. He says it's only 45 minutes on the chopper. Everybody in the comments saying, "Don't do it, don't do it. We don't need another horrific accident. Don't do it." But
even if they drive, don't get the drive that long.
But somebody said in the comments that the dude must was from Philly. He said the drive was really not that bad when you think about it. But let me ask you this though. Are you familiar with Philly? Like Philadelphia?
Never been a Philly in New York.
Shout out to Rich Ave, my boy Rich Ave from one of my roommates in college.
You been to Philly?
No, I've never been. I gotta go though. But
you been to New York?
No, I gotta go. Beardedbreaux is from my favorite Philly spot in Kim.
Oh,
yeah. They from Philly. No, but what I'm getting at is I don't know the infrastructure out there to see where could he pop. You know, every city got the like out here, River Ridge. Show was talking about River Ridge and they shit smell, right? All the same players stay in River Ridge, Metro area, because it's close to the facility.
He said he could. You don't know if he have a spot in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
close enough where he can live there.
Yeah, because they saying that.
But no, listen. What I'm saying is I'm okay with him living in New York, going to Philly, because I always hear cats. So listen, I watch a lot of fucking battle rap, guys. A lot. I'm tuned in the battle rap so tough. Shout out my nigga Tyler from The 7 Ward, his brother Capo Bravado is a battle rapper from New Orleans, boy, making noise in battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. So I brought that up to say I listen to a lot of battle rap, bro, and a lot of them cats who battle in Philly from New York, they drive. Because it's not that long of a drive.
Yeah, they did on the train too.
To go from New York to Philly?
My dude Rich Evans always say he used to be on the train.
So Brian don't need a helicopter, he can drive.
Well, he not gonna be driving, his driver gonna be driving.
No, what I'm saying is he does. Like riding the car, so he gets chauffeur.
I wonder when these celebrities move, like he's moving from a far place. Like he coming
from New York to Miami.
From the West
Cali to New York.
Yeah, away from the West Coast to the East Coast.
I realized he went from the Midwest to the South, all the way to the West, now he going to the East.
My thing is though, I wonder like, do they trust these moving companies, or do they just buy all new shit and just get it?
I mean, you gotta think about it. So the house LeBron got in LA, he gonna keep the house because he gonna still do a lot of business.
That make more sense. Yeah.
He got a lot of business. He doing movies. He got a lot of shit going on in LA, right? So he gonna keep that house most likely. Like he still kept his house in Cleveland. He probably still got a house in do the big now, bro. He got a house in Cleveland, Miami, LA, and New York. You know what I'm saying? And he not looking for no money. Nigga just got an $8 million contract, bro. This might be his last 2 years. You know what Kobe averaged his last 2 years? Like 20-something million a year.
My dad said he think that he gonna play, he gonna get him a championship with the Philly. My dad's deep on that ship. My dad said it's a season. He going this season, right? He said he gonna go this season. He said he gonna go back to Cleveland and play with his sons and retire.
So that's what I said. I said he should retire in Cleveland no matter what. But you know, life happens. And I always bet on nobody, but I didn't get hurt this year.
Was Cleveland one of the top people wanted him?
I don't know who wanted him. You know why?
I know Miami wanted him.
You know why I didn't care?
I thought he was going to stay with
Golden
State.
I just wanted him to get the fuck out of Los Angeles.
I thought he was going to stay in LA, go to Golden State, or go further up.
I thought he was going to go to the Bay Area, right? Go to Golden State. I thought it was going to be him, Clay, Draymond.
So Draymond was tweeting. Right. Draymond was like, I feel small.
Draymond a cocksucker though, bro. You know, like, no disrespect, pause. Draymond, I mean, you know, I'm not a fan of you, partner. Like, it is what it is. You know, when Draymond told the lady, my son played like this, Draymond said, your son must be ass. Yo, that did it for me, bro. You're a clown.
I think at this point, do make money off being an asshole.
Who's Dre? Yeah, but I don't respect you, though. Dennis Rodman was an asshole, but Dennis Rodman wasn't that much of an asshole. He played ball.
Speaking of sports, to go back to the Orange Man, right?
What you say about Brian?
They asked him, what do you think about Brian going to the States? I don't know. I don't like people that don't like me.
No, they asked him who's better out of Mike LeBron.
He said, well, I play golf with Mike, so he's a great guy. That's my friend, by the way. We play golf together. We're great people. But for all I know, LeBron may be a racist. He's possibly a racist. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to get at with this, and I'm not going to go too deep in it, because we have some other shit we want to jab on before we get out of here. But we got to stop mixing politics and sports, right? Like, just because somebody won a championship, let's eliminate that going to the White House, no matter who the president, right? Any sport, like, eliminate that shit. Like, for example, the WNBA is in California, in Chicago this week, right? This weekend. They had a video of Obama walking in on their practice, and Andrew Reese and all of them like screaming and doing the most, you know what I'm saying? He talking about, he telling them about their game, he watching them and all that, he watching them on TV. But at the end of the day, no disrespect to Obama, right? At all. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like he could have did better he could have did more what he did for the black community, but we're not gonna get into deep of that. That's a whole nother pot, right? But let's eliminate that. Let's stop mixing politics and sports. Just because you're the president or the prince, the king, whatever it may be, right? Whatever your political leadership role is,
right?
Let's stop inviting these people into the sports space, because at the end of the day, it causes people to back away from actually watching the sports and get into politics.
Okay.
Just off that comment with LeBron and what Trump made about LeBron, the comments was going crazy. Like, and then all they do is open the door for racist people to make the post nasty ass comments about black people and what they don't have anything to do about the sport. That day should have been about LeBron making a decision. The NBA was waiting for him. Adam Silver was on multiple platforms saying he hoped LeBron hurry up so they can make these schedule. So at the end of the day, that should have been a celebrating moment. This man is still doing what he's doing. At the end of the day, whether he's Michael or Kobe, he's still gonna be one of the greatest to ever do this fucking game of basketball.
Yeah, he is, but I just realized,
whether you're a fan or not, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, all I want to say is, I'm gonna leave it alone. Cause me and my cousin, shout out to you, nigga Sean, you know who you are. We just had this conversation the other day about this shit, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, bro, I played sports since I was 4 years old, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go to high school and college and the league and all that shit, but I played sports from 4 up into middle school, right? And like, yo, I love the game, but some shit happened that made me stop fucking with the game, you know what I'm saying, when I was a kid, so, but I'm gonna tell you like this here, bro. One thing about sports, when you're a kid, that shit for the love. When you get older, it's supposed to stay for the love to make sure you enjoy playing this shit, to make sure that competitive fight stay there. Once you turn it into a business, it get watered down. That's what the league is not, watered down. LeBron turned it into a business, so it's watered down.
Yeah, he made it a $1 billion business.
Everybody, but no, he didn't make it a $1 billion business. What he did was, he just came to the podium and said, it's just basketball. Bullshit. It's the love of the game, bro. He took that away when he said that dumbass thing.
He loved the game of basketball.
Nah, bro, listen, you understand. Niggas like Kobe and Jordan, they love the game.
So what you're saying right now, on our platform right now, is that LeBron is doing it for the money.
Yes.
So okay, you answer that question.
The reason why I said, I gotta explain it.
You answer that question, so let me ask you this. At what point in his career did he stop loving basketball?
I can't tell you when he stopped loving basketball.
Or you think he did?
Alright. I think he stopped loving basketball when he saw the money he could make from it because he was a real poverty-stricken kid. People don't realize Jordan and Kobe wasn't in poverty. I'm guessing that's why they loved the game of basketball more for the love than LeBron. LeBron was a person who grew up in a single-parent house who had the talent and the size to get away
he had no choice
to take care of his family, right?
Choice.
So I get it. Maybe I'm not knocking him for how he approached the game for business. What I'm saying is though, I would never put you as a GOAT. Because the GOATs I look at, they don't look at it for money, they look at it for beating the fuck out the nigga who trying to say they're the best.
I remember Kobe used to play, with fucking bandages on his hand.
Bro, AI, the smallest nigga that was a superstar ever, that nigga played with a broken tailbone, brother. I watched it like, bro, it got up on AI had a bad back. He just ran down the court just falling because his back was bad, bro. He loved the game that fucking much. This nigga too soft for that, bro. This nigga drive to the goal, lay it up, and he miss it. He act like he got hit in the head, and he watch the replay, nigga never touched him. Like, bro, you too soft, bro. I don't like that. That shit is bullshit to me. If a nigga didn't touch him, you know what? Let's go this time, because he gonna make me mad.
Hey,
I get really intense when I talk about it.
We waking Beardedbreaux Chris up. Beardedbreaux Chris about to be out that chest.
Yeah, when he come to sports, bro, I get excited, bro.
He get closer and closer to standing up.
Like, listen, when it comes to sports, bro, I love this shit. This dude, Brian, bro, y'all get on my nerves with this shit. Hey, Brian sexuals get on my fucking nerves, bro.
Well, I'm gonna say this and leave on that note. Like, the whole Adam Silver comment, we need Brian to have a pick so we can...
He's a clown, too.
At the end of the day, like, stop making this man feel more important than what the fuck he is. Because at the end of the day, he's just another athlete like everybody else in the game. They have other great artists, great athletes in this game of basketball other than LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, he know I don't like basketball like that. I just bet on that shit. I mean,
yeah, we niggas bet on that shit.
My bets, he hitting up that shit. Hey, yeah, but I'm a football dude.
Hey,
I
football coming up. Shout out to the Saints. Hey, but look, what's that? What we going to?
So look, we coming to the end because at the end of the day, you know, we have places to go, people to see, and experiences to meet. You know.
Hey, at the end of the day, it's 9 o'clock.
So the spot definitely gonna be jumping when we get there.
I just want y'all to know.
No, wait.
It's episode 3.
Hold up.
It only gets better.
Tell them. Like, subscribe, share.
Like, subscribe, share, comment. Yo, like, and share. That's the 4 main things we gotta do. But see that subscribe button though? Bro, listen, y'all don't understand. When y'all subscribe to our channel.
That's HIV, bro. They scared to touch it.
Nah, you know what it is though? You know what it is? It's black people not showing black people love.
Yeah, facts. Look, we are an hour in, you know what I mean? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about that other topic next week. We're gonna talk about that next pod.
This one right here?
Yeah, we're gonna get it. So I definitely want to talk about this one.
All right, so let's talk about
the pulpit burning right now.
Let's talk about that and do that, and we out. All right, go ahead.
Man.
So edit that out too. Edit this out too.
What?
We just did it.
Nah.
You have to.
It's raw footage.
Well, guess what? Y'all don't even understand. This about to get crazy. So let's talk about this pastor that just raped the community.
Man, the pulpit is burning.
Listen,
bro. The pulpit is on fire.
The pulpit is in the pits of hell right now. What's up with dude, man?
Call the fire department, man. They need
all right, so we gonna be real about it, right? So I grew up in the church, right? A lot of my first girlfriends was from church, right? A lot of life started in church for me, right? A lot of people would know that if you met me.
That's where you find some of your first crushes at in church.
No, listen.
Especially when you
life started for me really in church, right?
Yeah, fair.
So today I don't go to church, and it's not because of church. It's because of people who in the church, right? So my relationship now with them, my relationship with God. So I stopped going to church because I saw back then how stuff wasn't adding up, right? So rest in peace to this lady who just passed away. I won't say her name because I haven't talked to her kids to do that, right?
You can love God and not go to church.
No, not even that. I just want to explain something to you, right? What made me stop going to church, though, right? Because I was a young man when I decided this, right? Let me tell you what made me stop. And it's only because you stole $340,000. I'm talking about this, you clown. So listen.
I think it's more than that.
No, I'm telling our people while I'm talking about this. It's definitely more than that.
I think it's more than that.
That's what's reported. But listen, dude stole that money and it made the story come back to my memory. This lady just passed away, right, bro? She went to Beacon Light. She went to Beacon Light before it was on St. Anthony and Fillmore. When it was in a small little building on St. Anthony. It was on Fillmore. Before it was on Mirabeau and St. Anthony, it was on Mirabeau and Parish, right?
It wasn't about, it's about Simmons right now, right?
Yeah. Before it was there, it was no, that was Piggly Wiggly, boy, when I was a little boy. Listen, let me tell you something. That was just Piggly Wiggly.
Gerald, the food blogger, said that. You're right.
That used to be Piggly Wiggly, yeah. I used to ride my bike there from my house. Listen, so it used to be on Mirabeau and Parish, right? There's a small little brick door. The lady was going there since then, right? Bro, this lady told me and my brother that she needed money for her light bill, and she had to church and they told her no, and she been paying tithes all the years. She felt kind of bad, but she kept going to the church. Listen, let me tell you something. The church is for the community, you heard me? When you can't help the community, especially the community contributing to that church, you telling me right now you slap in the face. When I saw your pastor pull up in a Bentley, this before Katrina at the Ritz-Carlton, this man pulled up in a Bentley. Darryl Bristol. He pulled up in a Bentley with a white and red Vocal suit on, with a white and red Jordan tees on, with a Jacob watch on. He just told us that you couldn't help her pay her light bill. Let me tell you something. Church changed me after that. My brother can verify this story if I call him. The man had on a white Vocal velour suit with white Jordan tees with Jacob watch and a white Bentley. That's all everything I love. And that situation right there, it made me look at church totally different. How you ride like that they can't pay like that?
Bristol used to have on dreads, some little mini platinum. Bristol said he street Bristol. Don't play with him. He pulling up.
Boy, I don't care about none of that.
But now, real talk though.
That man's down bad,
Speaking of that, on a serious note, and that with the pastor still $340K, which I think is more, but they had people in the comments saying it's 2026. Y'all still believing that these people that churches is not a business. A lot of people are becoming pastors to make money, bro. Like, not to say my church, not to shout, not to slander my pastor.
What pastor is that?
I ain't gonna say all that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I am a backslider right now, and that's cool. I'm gonna have my time with God. That ain't none of y'all business. You're
not a backslider.
I'm not your business. But look, my pastors were firing out of church shoes, and the reason I knew that my uncle, shout out to my uncle Gerald, you hear me? That was my church. Hey, was the one that made sure I go to church. Like,
is that COL church? Is that COL?
Yeah, let me talk.
Okay.
So shout out to man Gerald, G Money, G Money. Man, I still can't make my dude come, but he used to call me every Saturday night, no matter where I'm at. I could be under a ball somewhere. You come to church in the morning?
You go to church?
Yeah, man. He used to look out.
Did you go when you come?
Yeah, he used to even come get me some Sundays.
Hey, listen, the man who raised me, so look, rest in peace to my dad. My dad died in 2018, right? He didn't raise me. The man who raised me, my uncle, my mama brother, he a minister, bro. He raised me in like that, in that aspect. I won't tell y'all his background because, like, listen, he raised me though. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. If you know me, you know how I am, it's because of him, right? But listen, that man told me one thing that made me look at pastors different, right? Chris, pastors of men before they're men of God, they're still a man. Yeah. So they're going to still make the same mistakes you make.
They still sin.
Yeah, right. So he the one made me think he made me think like that. But at the end of the day, I still hold him to a higher standard, different degree. So what I want to tell y'all is, that pastor right there, he just as bad as the Brooklyn pastor who stole all that damn money too.
Hey, the poor pit.
He didn't steal enough though. He stole 300. I think he was in the millions or something. The dude was stealing people with that though, man.
There's a fire on the poor pit. We need the fire department. Because when that brother stands at that poor pit on Sunday, I know he's still shown to court. Yeah, he was in court. I know that brother is still shown to that poor pit on Sunday. The poor pit is burning.
Hey, man.
The poor pit is burning.
Shout out to you, man.
The church.
I know you probably going to church in the morning. You're going to tell me you going to church. Or you might not go to church tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on how you're feeling. Shout out to you, my baby. But listen, when you go, I still want to say that prayer for me. Just don't put your pastor up here.
I still laugh at that. I still laugh at that time when we did LBJ last year, and she
who mine?
Yeah, she was like telling me what you do. You ain't put, she was schooling me. I said, oh no, I mean damn, like.
Well, mom was going to school.
Yeah, listen.
One thing about her.
She made me feel like I was the worst person ever. And I was enjoying myself. You hear me? I was on my body. Everybody around me wanted to remind me what I do for a living, and then I'm like, fuck! Like, I'm just trying to feel this.
I'm trying to feel good.
I'm trying to feel this down and get my fucking watermelon chicken. My chicken watermelon.
Oh, chicken watermelon. Yeah. Shout out to Skip. Hey, mom.
Boom,
mom. He still do the same occupation, and we gonna do. We did that day too.
Hey,
say, give your Nola Spotlight so we get up out of here, bro.
Yes, sir. My Nola Spotlight go to my brother from another. You heard me? Bro, this dude, we've been friends since middle school at 3-5, 7th grade. When we wore them Dickie fits. You heard me? We was in the Dickie fits. We wasn't in the mustard shirt. We was in the Dickie fits.
The brown.
My boy YB. Shout out to my boy. You heard me? Disturb clothing. He's actually. I'm gonna put that on the screen right here. He's actually. He has a clothing line. Disturb Apparel. My dude doing his thing. He's upcoming. He's an underdog. I'll say that. He's an underdog.
Shout out to IG page.
He's been overlooked. Disturb Apparel is the IG page. It will be on the bottom of the screen. YB. His personal page is YB. Great shit. Another pillar in our community that we spoke on earlier. The underdog trying to get to the mainstream. I copped a few pieces from him so far. Still more shit to cop from him. But shout out to my brother, YB. I ain't gonna say a government name. I ain't trying to incriminate about it. We ain't trying to do none of that on this podcast. I heard some backlash on me saying people government names. So I'm gonna say your nickname.
Nah, facts. You can say my government name like I did it. You know what? We ain't going out there.
Say, look.
He's shouting out Disturb clothing.
Yeah, facts.
I have a Nola shout out too also.
Save it for next week.
Nah, I just want to bring this up as his clothing real quick. Shout out Foster's. I love y'all. I'm coming to get some more Beignet boys. Love y'all. But
he gonna be at the bottom of the screen. It's gonna pop up right here at the bottom. So I'm doing this. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. I gotta make sure I put it right there at the bottom. Yeah, shout out to my dude Disturb. He's doing his thing. He's upcoming. it's like I say, it's many other talented people in the city. With the meaning, if you first tuning in this week, it's your first episode. Shame on you, but hey, we still love you. What we pledge to do every week on this podcast, no matter our 20+ subscribers, we're gonna start something, and we're gonna continue to do it, no matter how big we get and how small we are. Nola Spotlight. We're gonna tap on somebody in the community that we feel like that needs this spotlight. That's somebody we can just shout out. We shout them out. We give them recognition from what they are doing in our community. My brother, again, like we spoke to earlier in the pod, my brother worked every day. He's still working his regular job. He's also grinding outside of his regular job, and I have to shout that out. Brother from another mother. We've been through some stuff. I have some stories. I can't say on the pod, but
hey, question. Before we get up out of here, yeah, we got enough time then. Before we get up out of here, what give any shout outs?
Hour o'clock. We reached the hour o'clock over here. Hour o'clock.
Yeah, we actually went over our clock, but we love going over the clock because guess what? They give y'all more content to watch us, the Bearded Bros.
My lady said, if you gonna fuck with us, you gonna fuck with us, no matter how long this bitch is.
Shout out to my baby, man. Shout out to Ty. We with you, baby.
Hey, at least
I fuck with that. She gave us all the best advice for real.
At least we not fucking giving Joe Budden podcast 4 hours in. But hey, dog.
We gonna start doing that, dude.
But
once we got our followers up, we gonna do that. Speaking on that, I actually watched a 3-hour and 30-minute podcast from him the other day, and mind you, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't stay in the bed the whole time. I was moving around, started doing shit. I had to do shit that day. I had to go to work that night, so I started moving around, but I still was listening. Right. So at the end of the day, you ain't gotta see our face. Listen to our voice. Hey, I told y'all last time I do a lot of that work. I don't see it. Like, listen, I listen to a lot of true crime stories and don't even look at them. I just listen to them. Like, so listen, y'all don't have to look at us. Listen.
Shout out to Gabs. Hey, I'm with you, my sister. I'm with you.
Hey, listen, I'm about to give my shout outs right now. First and foremost, shout out my family at home, the wifey with the 2 kids, and I got a third one that's not at home, but she's still part of our family. That's my baby, Nana. Shout out moms and my sisters. Shout out my nephews. Shout out my whole family, period. I can't name all your individuals, it's too much. Shout out all my brothers, my brother G. Shout out my brother GR. Shout out my brother Greg. Shout out my brother Rudy. Shout out my cousin Sean. Shout out my brother Doe. Shout out all you niggas, man. I love all y'all, man. I miss y'all niggas. I'm about to come see y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still over at the spot. Shout out to my brother right here, though. Because without this nigga, this wouldn't be possible.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it would be just Bearded Chris podcast instead of Bearded Bros. I like Bearded Bros better. So shout out to my brother right here, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna do his shout outs, you know. I wanna do a shout out for him too, but I don't know if you're ready for me to say that just yet. I'll probably mention on the next episode, dude. Go ahead on, brother.
Which shot you trying to talk about?
I'm not gonna. We'll talk behind the scenes.
Okay.
Nah, it's nothing crazy like that. I just thought.
Okay.
No. It's my brother, man. I wasn't mentioning nothing crazy like that.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that rock with us. Shout out to everybody that support us. Shout out to everybody that's behind the scenes putting their input into the pod. That's not commenting on the platform, but we hear you. We taking our criticism, and we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the lady. Shout out to my lady. I'll say. Shout out to River.
Yeah, shout out to Gap. That's what I was about to say. I didn't know if you want me to say that.
Shout out to River. River's on the way.
Shout out to River on the way.
November.
Shout out to Gab too. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to shout her out because if I don't, I'm gonna get killed. Yeah. I love you, Gabby. Shout out to you, baby.
Murder crime stories, Jeremy.
You know already. You know how this goes.
But yeah, no, real shit. Shout out to everybody that support us. Remember to like, subscribe. Remember to share. Remember to comment. Remember to give that great feedback that we graciously appreciate.
Shout out to the White Warriors too. I don't know who you are. Please let me know who you are, bro. I want to talk to you, whoever you are.
Chris invested. We gotta meet this guy.
Whoever White Warrior says, I need to talk to you, man. DM me on IG, bro.
It was a genuine comment.
Because I like his comment. I really want to know who it was good. Because I found out who the other people was, and I like to know who they are so I can really talk to them genuinely. Even if I don't never find out who you, I'm still going to respond to you, though, after this show. But shout out to you, White Walrus, and shout out to you, Aqua, G, whatever you want to say, Joya. Shout out to you, sweetheart.
Hey, but look, on a serious note, remember to like, subscribe.
No.
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe, comment, share.
No. Subscribe. But look, I know it's exhausting being black in America. I'm gonna leave you on this note. Spread love, not hate. Love one another. Support one another. Lift one another up. Help a sister or brother out. Somebody around you that may need that help, that extra push. They might just need $10 to put in their gas tank. Hey, help that sister or that brother out. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we aren't who we are without who we are. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can leave you with. One love. Episode 3. Episode 3.
You heard me just say all that, right? Episode 3. This is what y'all better do. 10 toes down. Love y'all.